Welcome to the BizMiz project. Through these short digital resources, we aim to help you to improve your digital and social media literacy. We are glad that you have stopped by to learn more about how you can protect yourself in digital and social media environments. In this lesson, we are going to take a quick look at the topic of real and virtual identity. After this video, you should have a better understanding of your online identity and how you can reconcile it with your real-world self. What is identity? Generally speaking, it is the set of features of an individual or a collective that characterize them compared to others. It is also the awareness that a person has to be yourself, and that difference makes us different from everyone else. Our online identity refers to the set of methods we use to generate a presence on the internet of a person. That presence could be reflected in any type of content that refers to the person. This includes how we participate and portray ourselves in forums and chat rooms, what we discuss on our blogs, how we describe ourselves on personal websites, profiles on social media, accounts on dating sites, images, video, etc. Social media and online networks have become key elements for the construction and management of our identity, both personally and professionally. It is no longer about whether you are more or less active on the internet, if you have a profile on Facebook, or if you write more or less things on Twitter. Your environment is more and more digital and generates data and opinions about you that are not going to be limited to the digital world. If you share information or opinions online that you cannot back up with your real-life personality, persona, or identity, then sooner or later, people will find this out. This is why it is important that you can assess and reconcile your real and virtual identities. Your online identity is built around what your social media profiles explain about you and what your digital footprint says about you. Even if you do not agree with it, even if you have not written it, even if it is not entirely true. We are social individuals, we relate and we express ourselves, and the trace of this activity is now digital and therefore public. At the beginning, your identity is built around your name and surname. But as the innovators of social media were sure that there would be many people worldwide with the same surname and too many with the same name and surname, they invented usernames. Your username is the first indication of your online personality. Think about your usernames across all your social channels. Now think about your real-life self. Would you be happy to meet your family members, neighbours, business contacts, old friends from school or university, etc., and to introduce yourself through the username you've given yourself on all of your social media profiles? If you can answer yes, then you have nothing to worry about. However, if there is even one username which you would be embarrassed about using, then you may need to evaluate online persona that you are sharing through this username. The next feature of your online identity is your profile photograph that you use on your various social media accounts. The first question we have to ask you here is, do you really look like your profile photograph? Did you take a selfie from a flattering angle, use a filter or edit the photograph to get rid of blemishes before setting it as your profile photograph? Did you take the photograph when you were doing something extraordinary to convey that you have an exciting life, when really your life is quite normal? Did you take a photograph of yourself being active, adventurous, creative, when you tend to not invest much time in these pursuits? These are all ways that our profile pictures can lead us to creating a false online persona that we can feel under pressure to maintain in the real world. If you are not sure, the question to ask yourself is, if you met someone who is only an online friend in the shop, would they recognize you based on your profile photograph? Again, if the answer is yes, then your profile photograph is fine. If not, you might consider changing your photograph to one that shows you as you are. It is better for your sense of self and your self-image in the long run. Before social media, it was possible to keep most details of your life private and only to raise or share what we wanted in public. Now everything is public and we try to manage what we want to be kept private. And the task is increasingly complex. One way that individuals try to manage their online identity is to create multiple identities. Employers and coaches would recommend that you have at least 2 profiles on the different social media channels. The first with your name and surnames for what you want to share with your family and companies, the formal identity. And the second under an alias for what you only want to share with friends, the informal identity. The reason for this is that they think it is irresponsible to act on the internet in an uninhibited manner because you can be easily identified by your name and surname. However, creating and managing multiple identities can create even more anxiety over who you really are in the real world and online. Overall, it is better to evaluate which version of yourself is real and to develop that one true identity online and in real life. You have now completed this short video which gave you an insight into how you can begin to reconcile your real and virtual identities. For more resources that will help you to develop your digital and social media literacy, please visit the BizMiz e-learning portal at courses.bizmiz.eu.